Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Working that left side now. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, he fires. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the right. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at him.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
He'll bring it back. It's Tucker. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At midfield, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go with a direct snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like, you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. And the Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the...
And that pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense... Good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quickly out to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Bulls. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is lighting up the score. Now, thanks to a dazzling offensive display, they're up 14 over Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Can anyone catch him? Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. DB's right up on the receivers. Jackson will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Number 39. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. This is a designed run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Got his man on the right. And he'll be brought down. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll try the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Buffalo 28, Minnesota.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking left. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Minnesota, 21.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Just a short pass to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're
Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Firing to the right, complete. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. And now he lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Makes his connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, wants to throw. Going for 6. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And they got him for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right.
Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Buffalo. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Buffalo 42, Minnesota.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Jackson gonna throw it. Dumps it to the back. Fires it incomplete.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way.
He's loose on the right. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the comeback is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Minnesota, 30.
He'll bring it out. It's Tucker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
On the play. First down.
Direct snap. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in there.
Goes to the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Touchdown.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Boone.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Got it behind the line. It's Boone. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
If
every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. He's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Caught in the backfield, it's Tucker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Bulls will have a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quarterback will keep it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Bulls moving quickly to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Power football with the run.
Ball carried.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Jackson will throw. Getting some heat. Looking for the score. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Minnesota! And here they... Almost all the way back. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on 2nd down after the good first down run.
47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the timing just a hair off. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll take it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give as they work on that clock. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Snap it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Jackson gonna throw it. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're bringing heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
He finds his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffalo. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters, and maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Jackson will throw. Slings it. It's complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the pass. Pulls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The aerial assault continues. He's got it on the run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Just excellent coverage, nowhere to go, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. Offense getting set for 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an